Welcome to the new Resoluna podcast. We are so excited to bring you the information that you requested. Resoluna is all about the total wellness experience. So we want to share information, tips, and guides to help you on your wellness journey. This is the beginning of our journey, so thank you for being here with us to do that. Today, I have a lovely guest that's a personal trainer, also my partner. This is Mandy Pakvis. She's an IFBB Pro bodybuilder and also a personal trainer. But at the core, Mandy is a mom. And Mandy knows what it's like to have a busy life, to be a mom, to be a wife, to be a trainer, to be a pro. So we have her here today for all of you who feel like you have a really busy life and you're not sure how to get your wellness under control. So maybe today we can start with your wellness journey. What brought you here? What brought you to wanting wellness?
You know, I've always been into health and fitness. I started training really young. I was like 20 years old. And then I met my husband and, you know, you fall in love and you start drinking wine and you're going out to dinner and your gym schedule falls off. And then you have a couple of kids, gain a couple 100 pounds, and before you know it, you have a meniscus tear. And then what? Then where do you go? You want to get your body back.
She did say a couple 100 pounds and she means it. I just want to clarify.
I
at
did.
Your top weight, you were 240. Two kids. Had children,
and then I met Byron.
Okay.
You know, I was kind of spiraling out of control, not getting where I wanted to, and Byron had introduced me into this world of macros where now I'm like way on the other side of losing weight. Now I'm trying to gain muscle, and
so you've had a lot of transformation, from small to big to small to wanting to go bigger. And just to clarify, Byron, you work at Byron Ross Fitness.
Yes.
We're both trainers at Byron Ross Fitness, so we're here to help women in whatever current state you're in and whatever goal you have. We want to help you get there. So that's what we do. So yeah, you've been through a lot of transformation. So you went from mom to losing weight to getting in shape. How did you transition to bodybuilding?
You know, it was Byron who inspired me. Okay. You know, I always wanted that and not ever had the opportunity or the avenue. And he just opened those doors. I just
So you said you've always wanted that. What was the biggest obstacle in the way of that in your mind?
I think not really knowing anyone, wanting to do it and not, you know, this was the time, I'm older now. We didn't have internet.
Come on now, you're not that old.
Web and how to, you know, that information just wasn't readily available. And I was going to 24 Hour at that time, and no one was really talking about bodybuilding shows. It wasn't any, I mean, I don't know. This was like 15 years ago when I was wanting to do it, but didn't know anybody. All my friends were like partying, going downtown. I lived in San Diego, doing drugs.
Oh, wow.
Nobody was trying to go on stage. I mean, think about what we have to go through.
Sure.
I didn't know anybody at that time was trying to do that.
Okay. So one thing that pops into my mind around that, I know maybe other people would be curious about this as well. You know, bodybuilder females can have a reputation of looking big. So how do you balance your masculine and your feminine to have a sexy amount of muscle, but still, you know, feel like a girl?
It's really tough because I do get those looks every time I go out. I'm at Costco, people... It's always the couples that get me. The girlfriend slaps her boyfriend. Oh my God, look at that. And I'm like, yeah, what? What? And then I'm like, that's masculine. No, you look pretty. You know, I'm always trying to kind of dress it up a little bit. I never leave the house, makeup, hair done, something, you know, not too much ruffles, because then I'm like, oh, masculine, feminine, the ruffles, I don't know.
Yeah.
But I try to always be dressed
and ready to go. I know one tool of Mandy's is sparkles. So all of you women, glitter, females, we love glitter around Byron.
And now I love my big arms. I'm like, what?
Okay, so you've grown into them. You feel comfortable now.
And yeah, I wouldn't mind I would like to grow into them even more.
Okay, so what does that take?
Oh my gosh.
If that's your choice and you want to build muscle, which there's a body for everyone.
So it's really hard for women over 40 to put on muscle. I'm 42, I'll be 43, and everyone thinks, you know, oh, if I pick up a dumbbell, I'm going to get huge. Do you not hear that all the time? I don't want to look like Mandy. Well, good luck with that. You know, people think that you're just going to get big, and that's not the case. I eat so much chicken.
So is that the biggest myth you think, that women are going to look big?
Absolutely. Okay. Absolutely.
And you're saying it takes a lot more work than you think. It takes way
more than that. The amount of consistency, years of like eating, lifting, doesn't happen overnight.
Yeah. And not to out you, but so one of your strong suits that I see when I watch you is dedication and consistency.
100%.
You're a mom of 2 children. How do you stay so consistent?
I always put myself first. We have friends in Sweden who absolutely can't understand how I don't put my kids first. And I kind of look at it like, if I don't put myself first, if I don't fill up my cup, how am I going to fill up their cup? And if I'm not happy, how am I going to make sure my kids are happy? So I just make sure that I do everything first. I take care of myself first in the morning. It's a long process, actually, of what I do, but I try to take care of myself first, and then my family comes next. Like, you always have to put yourself first. People call it self-care, call it whatever you want. Me first, always. And then I can help you. It's like when you're on an airplane. What do they tell you to do if you're about to crash?
Right. Put your own mask on first, right?
And then assist your kids.
Yeah. And so how do they feel about that?
I hope that I'm teaching them to take care of themselves.
Perfect.
But,
I love that.
I think maybe I'm spoiling them too, like, because I'm taking care of them so much. I get everything ready the night before. They literally do what I do. They wake up, they get their lunch, they pack their bag, and then we go. Everything is ready the night before. So I hope they're learning that.
Well, it sounds like you're teaching them some really good habits.
I hope so.
So what's the tip for creating new habits and sticking with them? Because I know it can be challenging to change a behavior.
It is hard to change a behavior, but I think if you stick with it and you see the changes, you see what's possible, it will just transcend.
Right.
Things have really gotten so much easier since you just put systems into place, and then you just follow them the same way every day. And then you start to see, your
Results or just
results.
What's happening?
You start to see your body move and change, and then you're like, okay, this is working, keep going. And people start commenting and complimenting you, and you're like, what I'm doing is working, I'm gonna keep going. And you're happy, and stuff just flows, and I think they're happy. Everyone's getting along great.
So I'm sure that's not the case all the time. No. So when it's not flowing and you're having a bad day, and I've experienced this myself, you walk in, you're bloated, the results aren't there, how do you keep going?
Yeah, that's hard. We have this conversation once a month, don't we?
At least once a month, yes.
I mean, it's like you're ovulating, the scale goes up. You get your period, the scale goes up. You have to use your logical mind. And this is where the men in the gym come into play, like Byron and Greg. They're always saying you got to use your logical brain. You got to think, okay, it could be, hormones, water, food volume. Have you had too much salt? That comes up for us twice a month. And so I think it's really good. Like, I have Virginia, we bounce ideas off of each other all day long. And I think we're really good at supporting one another. We say, like, hey, you know what? It's just your period. Are you ovulating? Look, just get past it. It's a couple of days. These are just your feelings. Tomorrow it's going to be a new day. Stay on your program. Keep going.
And it happens on a regular, right?
Yes,
like, it's not like,
month.
It's only one time and your life is perfect. Because
Exactly.
I've experienced it with you. So I definitely...
It's going to happen again. I'm like, gosh, I was so bloated at the podcast.
It's normal, right? Okay, so part of your daily routine, you get up, you take care of yourself first. Are you packing your food? You going out to eat? Like, are you eating on regular hours? Like, there's got to be some tips that you're using to keep yourself in these good, consistent habits.
So my family likes to eat out, and I hate going out with them, but I try to go. I always pack my own food, and if I don't take my own food, you know me, I'm reviewing the thing. We've gone out to lunch a ton of times. I'm like, get the miso crunch. It's got this, this, and this, and here's what everyone gets the same thing because we know all the macros for it. But my kids like to go out to eat. I don't like doing that. But when I do, I pack my own food. And, the night before, like I said, I prepare everything. His lunch, their lunch, my lunch.
There's so much to unpack with that, I feel like, because do you feel like that's one of the biggest questions you get from your own clients? Because I know I get that. Well, so-and-so wanted to go out to eat, or there was a birthday party. Like, this is a real thing, not only physically, but emotionally. So, I know for myself, it can be awkward. You're eating something separate. Everybody's doing something else. Like,
it makes other
how
people
do you stand so strong? It can.
For me, it's a little bit different because I can go, well, I'm on prep.
Yeah.
I'm getting ready for a show. But then that's how I define it. I'm doing something for me. This is my goal. I'm working towards that. I don't give a whose birthday it is. That's not standing in my way. I'll have cake when I'm done.
Okay. What's one client win that has stuck with you? This client has done X, Y, Z, and it inspires you.
All of my clients inspire me. A lot of my clients, their lifestyle, I don't have any competitors right now, but one thing that sticks is that they keep on coming back. I love building relationships with my people, and every single one of them, I know I make them feel loved because they come back week after week, month after month. And I learn from them.
And I love that you said that. Nobody talks about that, right?
Relationship.
Love is a big deal. So
it's the most important.
So do you feel like your love for them gets them there more than their own
Somebody
will?
accused me of faking it.
Oh, wow.
They were like, are you doing that with everyone? I go, no,
She does.
Genuinely love
You
all
love
of
everybody.
my clients.
You're
I
the
try
happiest.
to think about things to talk to them about, ask them questions about their personal life.
Yeah.
Because when you go and you have an appointment with someone, you want to talk.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Do you not want to say how your life is going? So I try to engage with them, make
Yeah.
them feel loved. That's what people need. They want to feel loved. And I think I do a good job at that.
And I think that's wellness overall, right? Mind, body, spirit. Are we coming from a place of love and joy? Because the weights can come and go. You know, you build, you don't build. But are you having fun while you're doing it? Is it joyful?
You gotta have fun. You gotta like it. I'm trying to tell jokes like, is this thing on?
Wait a minute, go check out Mandy's Instagram, the one that you did with the hanger or whatever it was. It was cleaning the weights.
To be funny.
That was a funny one.
I'm trying to make people laugh. I want them to feel good because being in the gym is super intimidating.
It can be intimidating,
and
for sure.
I just try to be like really lighthearted and fun and want everyone to feel comfortable.
Yeah. So were you intimidated when you went to the gym for the first time?
When I met, yes.
Yeah?
100%. I was taking classes and only doing like 24-hour, step and body pump. I was afraid to go out on the floor. And then this girl asked me, oh, do you know anything about tracking macros? I'm like, no, I don't, but this girl does. And she knew Byron. And then I saw this girl get shredded. I was like, I need to call this guy.
Oh, awesome.
And then he went to 24-hour fitness.
Oh, and you saw him.
And I went up to him. I was so scared. And he was just had shoulder surgery. I said, hey, I think that you're my friend's trainer.
Yeah.
And he like had the RBF, but I talked to him. He pulled his headphone out. I was like,
why are you talking to me?
Yeah.
I could see him saying that.
Oh, man. And it wasn't like only maybe 3 weeks later that I had called him.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you envisioned everyone naked and that's how it got you out there.
No, God, no, I wasn't envisioning it. Well, I mean, there were some cuties at that time, but no, I wasn't envisioning anyone naked. I was scared to death.
So I know we've been chatting about the gym and what that experience is like. What's one thing you think people or your clients think matter, but it really doesn't matter?
What other people are thinking about them.
They just
and
worry.
How to do it perfectly the first time. I think no one is looking at you. No one is worried about what
people
you're
think
doing.
They're staring, like,
right?
No, they're selfishly looking at themselves. They are not looking at you. So don't stress.
So just do it. Listen to what I'm saying. Follow the form. I think people are really worried about what other people think about them.
I think that is true for sure. So what's your one non-negotiable?
Dry shampoo. I have more than one.
Okay, give me your 5 top non-negotiables.
Yeah, I was gonna say I have like 5.
Dry shampoo.
Dry
for what?
shampoo. Well, your hair has to look.
You do that
good,
at the
girl.
gym?
Yes.
Oh wow. Okay.
I get ready before I go. Is that dry shampoo, aspartame, coffee?
Okay. All right.
And I have to feel and look pretty. Like it's a big deal for me I get dressed. I really love to, if my gym fit is like.
Yeah, you're on. It makes you feel good. So
you
want to wear.
When you said like, oh, we're going to get a leggings, I was like, oh.
You're like, sweet.
What time do I need to be there?
Oh,
yeah, because I feel like if I feel good and look good, my confidence is there, and I'm ready. I got to look and feel good.
So once you feel good and you're ready to go there, what are some of your fitness non-negotiables? I know, like for me, a non-negotiable is I need my sleep. Like I'm going to sleep. I don't care I'm kicking you out of the house.
Recovery.
I'm going to bed because I want to get up.
100%.
So do you have any of those, or you're just like, no, that's just.
For sure. I have to be in bed early. Just like you said, sleep is like the number one key thing. Coffee, I get up early. I don't leave anywhere without my lunchbox. Non-negotiable. Food. I'm not like winging it. I have my food. It's all planned out. It's weighed. I know exactly what time I'm going to eat. Non-negotiable.
So if you have a client, let's just say, here's the scenario. They're a little more intuitive. This is a wellness. We have yoga. We have spirituality. We have psychics. They're not all able to be that structured.
Doesn't work for everyone.
So is there an intuitive possibility for people where they don't have to have it so lined up, but they can? I know I personally intuitively eat and track macros. So, I mean, with my clients, I tell them, like, you can intuitively pick what you want to eat, but at least measure or know the quantity so you're not like free-for-alling it.
If you're going to do that, it takes a little extra time. If you're going to eat intuitively, you need to just pay attention for 1 to 2 weeks. Like, if you're eating in a deficit, you're going to notice that you lose weight.
Okay.
So,
what's a deficit, just to make that clear?
Where you're eating less. If
Yeah.
you want to build muscle, you'll eat in a surplus. So if you're eating intuitively and you're gaining weight, you're in a surplus. You're eating more than you should. If you want to lose weight, you need to eat less. And then if your weight stay the same for a certain amount of time, then you know you're in your maintenance calories.
Right.
So yes, if you want to do that, you just have to really use other tools besides weighing your food. You have to watch the scale, how your clothes fit. If they're tight, you're eating too much. If they're loose, you're on track.
You know, and when you saying that, I think at least with my clients too, and barring if someone has a medical condition, if someone's not losing weight, they're not in a deficit.
No.
And if they think they're not eating and they're not losing weight and they're gaining weight, they're not in a deficit. I think that's the biggest myth or misconception that I hear is like, I'm doing everything perfectly, I'm not losing weight. Then you're not doing everything perfectly, because if you were in a deficit, you would lose weight.
Exactly.
And that, like I said, there's exceptions. People have Crohn's or, you know, there's other circumstances. But on the whole, like 100%. If you're eating appropriately, you'll lose weight.
Yep. Exactly.
It will work.
Yes.
Yeah.
100%.
So what do you do about a day like you had a mess up? You ate that cake you weren't supposed to eat. Do you have a process?
I just try to, first I want to say that never happens to me. Okay.
I'm
110%
so
on that doesn't happen to me. But
ever?
This,
come on.
Never.
Come on.
Never. Girl, I'm so like 110.
Do you have fun in your life?
No.
Wow. Okay.
No, I'm just kidding. I have fun.
No,
I love my life. I do have fun. But I love doing that.
Okay.
But if I was going to mess up, and when people ask me, that one day you had the bagel,
yeah,
I go, you just eat less today.
Yeah. She just outed me. Did you just see that? You know that one day you had the bagel with the
Remember
butter on
when
it?
you said? And then you just, it's all about sacrifices. If you're going to have a little bit now, then you have a little bit less later.
And I did come to you for that. Like, what do I do? Okay, I messed up.
It happens.
Yeah,
and I am lying. It did happen to me the other day.
You wouldn't lie to me, would you?
I told a little fib because the cameras are on. I got to seem perfect, you know.
I'm calling your husband.
Listen, Karen made a yam brownie. Have you ever had?
No.
Girl.
Okay, yam brownie.
I couldn't stand it. My husband was there just, and I was like, I got it.
Wait, what was that? How was he doing that?
He just drives me crazy. I said, I have to have a bite of that because I love sweet potatoes. So I was like, just the smallest of taste, like just a small kiss. Oh my God.
And that was it. You ate it.
It was like a vampire. No, I didn't eat it. I had that little piece of the frosting and just the smallest. I mean, it was the smallest little bite, but I felt terrible. I was like, oh my God. No, I didn't. And my weight was up the next day and I was like,
stop it.
Oh my. Greg, I told Greg, he's like, no, it's just salt. This is food volume. You're okay. I didn't tell him about the brownie. I was like, I don't know. It must be my period.
All right. So how often does that happen? Do you think your clients are always honest with you?
No, they're not. They're not honest. They want you to think they're perfect too.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
No, they lie all the time.
Yeah, so that's the perfectionist thing I was talking about. Like, what's the one thing that doesn't matter?
You know, you have to meet them in the middle.
You have to meet them.
At least they're moving, and that's good for them, and they wouldn't be doing that without you.
Sure.
So.
Okay. So as a mom, so I know you have two children. What's like your favorite tip for moms?
You know, don't worry about perfection because it's hard with kids. Stuff changes. There's dance. There's this. Something comes up. I mean, I've messed up the schedule 100 times. That's why my food is always ready. So my only tip is to be prepared. I do all my proteins ahead of the week. I try to make things simple. Protein bar, easy to grab snacks. You just have to be prepared. Yeah. You're the mom. You're going shopping. You know what's in the fridge. There's no reason why you can't take care of yourself first. Stop making excuses.
Stop making excuses.
That is my tip. Don't make excuses.
So what's your favorite quote? I know we have quotes all over the gym. Do you have one favorite one?
Oh gosh, that one's on the spot. No, I don't have a quote.
Abs are made in the kitchen.
Yeah,
right.
That's in the kitchen.
That's another one.
Make a funny reel about that.
Yeah,
like the plank in the kitchen, like from the counter to counter.
Oh, so you're doing
eating.
planks in the kitchen while you're eating?
Yeah, exactly.
I love it.
No,
awesome.
I don't know. I don't have a favorite quote.
All right.
I'll have to think about that.
Okay, you think about that one. I appreciate you sharing all your tips. If you'll indulge me a little bit, because part of my process every day is monitoring my energy. So if you're okay, I brought my little cards that I use every day. And so maybe we can have you shuffle them a little bit and just put your intentions in there, because just like working out, we have to set an intention. And maybe we can craft one for you around what energy do I need today to step forward in my plan, or something around what energy you'll need.
I love doing this with you because I feel like you're helping me learn and grow as a person. And every time we do this, I sort of feel like I'm taking a little something. I'm trying to find myself this year. You've been working with me and trying to figure out who I am. And I know I have a lot of changes. So when we do this, I feel like I always take a little piece of it with me.
Oh,
I love this
that.
card.
Let's see what piece you're taking today.
Any card, just pick one.
Any card, pick one.
Is this your deck?
It is. I did not make that deck, but yes, that is my deck. Oh, that's so funny. You got distractions.
Oh,
and so we're here doing our podcast and someone else in this group picked the same card. So
really?
Yeah, that's very interesting. She's not here right at this minute. I don't see her, but yeah.
Pick that card?
No. No. Anyways, distractions. When you are trying to solve a problem, you will often be tested by distractions. And I love this for you and for everyone and for the audience. You can take this message with you. Like, where are you out of focus using distractions to avoid you from your goal? Number one. So I'll ask you that. Where are you using distractions?
Using them.
Yeah, like you're doing something else. You're getting on your phone. We were talking before this started. You're like, I'm scrolling. Like, well, okay, what are you avoiding? Because if you're a busy mom, you have all these things to do.
Sure.
Is that a distraction for you?
I wonder if my whole lifestyle is a distraction from being married and kids.
Well, because it's hard, right?
It is hard.
It's really hard.
I gotta keep busy. I don't know.
So I love that. You said that I have to keep busy.
I have to keep busy. I'm that
And what happens when you're not busy?
Yeah, my own thoughts.
Yeah.
You
have your lovely yoga attire on. What would happen if you had to sit still and you were stuck with those thoughts?
Disaster.
Are you sure?
I don't know. It might be peaceful sometimes.
Okay.
Not all the time, but there are some quiet times. But then I'm like,
there
must be something to do. Why is it so quiet? Something is wrong. I feel like something is wrong when it's quiet.
If I were you, and I love to coach people, I would be journaling about that. Like, okay, what is wrong when it's still? Do I need chaos to feel alive? Just some things to think about, and for the audience as well. So maybe take this home with you. Like, what distractions are you using to keep you from your stillness, from your yoga, from your meditation, so that you can have overall wellness? Because mind, body, spirit goes together. It's amazing to look great, but if you look amazing and you're in the bathroom biting your nails and crying all day, your looks aren't going to save you.
No,
so maybe we want to think about what distractions we're using. So I want to thank you, Mandy, so much. I love you. Thank you for coming and sharing your life and being an amazing trainer that you are. You can find Mandy at Byron Ross Fitness. What's your IG?
Figure Pro in Motion.
Figure Pro in Motion. So thank you guys for joining us today.
Thanks for having me on the first podcast.
Yeah, Jay, we'll see you next time.